Hello boys and girls and welcome to Man in a Panda. Little special edition today. I'm going to take you through what might quite possibly be the most typical beautiful Polish village in the world. I consider myself very lucky to live here. It's a quiet little village, small little village. We've got everything. We've got fields of corn. There's a school which I believe unfortunately will be closing because there's not enough students to go there. We've got two shops. We've got a football field. I think it's quite a typical village. I genuinely love living here. You can see it's green. You know, it's full of nature. In the forest that I've just left, there's wild boar, there's deer, there's what they call it, beavers, there's martins. It's great, it's great. So I'm going to give you a little tour of the village. Don't forget to like and subscribe and like and do all of that stuff that, you know, might help the YouTube algorithm and push Man in a Panda up to YouTube stardom. There we go. I mean, it's going to be a little video because it's a village. There's not much here, but that's exactly why I love it. It's a windy, blusterous day today. It's the full-on summer, I guess. We've had beautiful weather. Yesterday was 32. Tomorrow's due to be 30, but we've had a little bit of a respite in the heat wave. With it's supposed to be rain. We're waiting for the rain. Everybody's waiting for the rain because the garden needs it, the vegetables need it, the grass needs it. But here we go. Here's the village. So we'll go round and I'll show you. Oh look, there's a tractor coming here. There we go. He's off to go and do some work. I'll take you around to the centre of the village, let's say. So this is the outskirts of the village. And I'll take you round to the... I'll show you everything. But I really do think it's a beautiful village. You know, when people are on their bikes, everyone says good morning, hello to each other. And as I say, I think, you know, I'm really lucky to live here. And I think anybody who lives here is really lucky to live here. I understand when, kind of, you know, as some of you may know, I'm a teacher in my day job, and I know that some of the students that live here and in other villages, you know, they've lived here all their life and they can't wait to get out. They want to go to the big city and they finish their A-levels and then they want to go and study in, you know, Warsaw, Krakow or whatever big city. But more often than not, you'd be surprised how many return, yeah? As you can see, it is really beautiful. There's no big roads here. You know, life goes slow. There's a field of wheat on that side, but we'll see some more of that. So anyway, we're coming up to the centre, and you won't be able to see it because it's on the other side, but there's like a little, what are they called in English? I don't know. In Polish, kapliczka. It's like a little chapel, a little sort of statue of the Virgin Mary where people can put candles and pray, I guess. That's just here as we're at the stop sign here. Some traffic going on here. What's this guy doing? He's reversing. He's waiting. We'll wait for him. It's a stop sign, so we'll go slowly. So we're going to come up into the centre of the village. Just check out what's going that side. So here we go. Here's the centre of the village. There's two shops which surprisingly have everything you could want or need, from you know, the staples of beer and alcohol, wine. You know, they sell bread and fruit and vegetables. I'm not going to go all the way around. Down there will get us out of town. But here, so there you go. There you can see one of the shops. On this side we've got a school. I'll go in here and I'll turn around. If I go straight, we go to the next little village, Jedache. That also takes us through forest. Here's like the local community centre or cultural house, as it's called. What I'll do though is I'll drive around and then we'll be able to see the other shop. So there's the school over there, which we'll drive past. And and then I'll take you through, and we'll drive around again so that you can see everything. But this is like, yeah, there's a cultural centre there and a fire station where they have parties and such things. So, as I say, there's a black cloud over there. I really do hope it rains today because the garden needs it to indicate right. So here we go. If we go that way, we'll get to another little village, which is equally as beautiful, but not as beautiful as this one. Here we've got the school, which unfortunately looks like it's going to be closing down within the next few years because there's not enough students to go there. Let's see if we can go this way. Here we go. I'll do another little turn around so that you can see it. Now I'll go through here. Here's the other shop. It looks like they got some kind of delivery. But there's the other shop. We go there and we get our rolls and our fruit sometimes for the children's packed lunch. Community centre and fire station again. So there we go. There's that. That's the centre of the village. There's none there today, but you can often see the winos outside with their beers, with their pivo. I will let that car pass. They've said that I can pass. Thank you. They're not there today. It's probably too windy. And there we go. Now I'll take you up here. We won't see it because it's on the other side. Stadium. So we're going up here. So we're just going to pass the shop again. Up here is where the church is. You won't be able to see it because it's on the other side, but I'll do a turn around and you'll see it on the way back. But there we go. There's this sort of little village street. Beautiful houses. What I really like here is we live in the village, but not everybody's a farmer, but most people grow something. And by that I meant I've got their little, vegetable patches, and whether it's tomatoes, potatoes, onions, beetroot, most people are growing something. Most people have fruit trees, whether it's apples or cherries. There's somebody working in the potatoes. Look, there's potatoes over there. There we go. We'll do a little turnaround though, and then I will show you the church on the way back. But the gardens are beautiful this time of the year. I don't know if how much you can see, but there's lots of flowers. There's walnut trees, there's cherry trees. Most people have, at least a couple of some kind of fruit or food tree in their garden. Some more corn growing here. Now I don't know whether that's for human consumption or for chicken feed, animal feed. Of course, many people have chickens as well. But it's a seriously beautiful village. I would call it a typical Polish village, but honestly I don't know because I haven't lived in other villages. But it's that's it. I mean, this is the village. We've sort of done the round. I'm going to turn around here so that you can see the church on the way back. Over there, there's a house being built there. Over there we've got a little football stadium, a football pitch. There's no stadium to it. And that's over there. They also have parties and sort of village fetes there in the summer. So we'll turn around. Be careful not to hit the electric pylon, and we'll start again. And we'll go back, and that's it. There we go. There's the village. So we've been from the forest. We'll go back up this road just so that I can show you the church. And that's it. We've been the bench. So we've got the forest, and then you go to the shop, and everywhere in between, and then that's it. This is quite fun. We don't have that in England, but everybody leaves like crates of empty bottles of water out. I think it's kind of like back in the day when you had the milkman and you'd get the, the orangeade bottles, and you leave the deposit bottles or whatever, but back in the day we only had milk and orangeade or lemonade, but here they do proper crates of healthy mineralized water or something. But there we go. There's the village. So we're coming up to the church. I'll show you that, and depending how much time I've got, I'll take you around again. But you can see, look, we've got a beekeeper here, look, and a beehivery, an arbory. What was that in? I'm thinking of Latin. An arbory. I have to have a look that up. Anybody knows? Drop me a line in a comment. What do we call it? A beehivery. Here's the church. Beautiful little church. Really nice. So of course, you know, people come here on Sundays and you know, all kinds of religious fates and festivals. And there we go, lots of fields over there. But there's just, you know, here we go, that's the village as we've seen it. And all around it's just surrounded by fields. Surrounded by fields and bales of hay. And I think it's a really beautiful village. The people here are great. You know, we go to the shop a couple of times a week, and you know, there's a great sense of community in there. So, you know, you buy beer, we buy ice cream in there, you know. If we haven't made bread ourselves, then, you know, and we're taking the kids to school, we'll get bread, or some rolls rather, for the kids' sandwiches for their packed lunch. But yeah, there's the little shop there. So there's out of town. I'm just thinking what else I can show you. That is really pretty much it. You know, there's a road down there to Yadaka. There's a road down there that takes you into town. There's another road here that takes you into town. And that's pretty much it. There's a few other little side roads of the villages, but you know, that's it. That's our village. I think it's quite a typical Polish village. There's a kapliczka, sorry, that I was telling you about. So I've just done a circle, really. I think, as I was saying, it's a typical Polish village. Let me know what you think. What village do you live in? Do you want Man in a Panda to come and do a tour of your village? I think it's great living here. As I said, it's really quiet. You know, when the nighttime comes, it's dark. You can see the stars in the sky. I mean, look at that. Yeah, look at that. You know, waking up. Would you rather wake up to that or a concrete jungle? You know, it's great. And we've got some workers over here. I think they're building a drive for one of the neighbours. So we've got a little mini digger and a little truck full of bricks. They nearly finished. They started that this morning, so they've got that on there. Done a good job. There we go, boys and girls. What do you think about that? Boys and girls, I'm going to go and pick the kids up from school. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe and like. I'll see you very soon on Man in a Panda with an interview. Until that time, see you later, boys and girls. Goodbye.